Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Disneyland Hotel Diaries. Look, we all know planning a trip to Disneyland is amazing, but picking the right hotel, yeah, that can be super stressful. So today, we're diving into another hotel to help you figure it all out. All right, so today we are zeroing in on the Magnolia Tree Hotel. If you've been searching for a budget-friendly spot near the parks, I bet this one has popped up. It's got that classic motel vibe, and we're about to find out if it's the hidden gem you're looking for, or not. With so many options, it's easy to get overwhelmed. So what's the real story with this place? Well, here's our game plan. First, we're going to peek inside the rooms and see what you're actually getting. Then, we'll weigh the perks versus the quirks. And finally, I'll give you the final verdict to help you decide if this is the right hotel for you. Okay, let's start with the most important part of any hotel stay, the room itself. I mean, this is your home base, right? It's where you crash after a marathon day of walking and churros. So let's see what we're working with.
Now, when it comes to the beds, this is where things get kind of interesting. You've got your standard beds, of course, but there's one feature that reviewers mention over and over again, and it's a huge win if you're traveling with family.
And here it is. One reviewer put it perfectly. Best part was the sleeping arrangement, bunk bed for kid. Seriously, if you've got kids, you know that a bunk bed isn't just a place to sleep, it's an adventure. It's a fun little space just for them. And honestly, it's a feature that really makes this budget motel stand out. Okay, so what about cleanliness, amenities? Well, this is where the picture gets a little murky. It's a real mixed bag. Some guests said their room was clean and fresh, no problems at all, but others, well, they had issues serious enough that management had to publicly apologize. So it really seems like a roll of the dice. You do get the basics though, like AC and free Wi-Fi. And the numbers really tell that story. When you look at the official reviewer scores, the rooms at the Magnolia Tree clock in at a 3.2 out of 5. And that number feels about right, doesn't it? It's not terrible, but it's definitely not amazing. It's sitting squarely in it's fine territory. Hey, just a quick pause. If you're finding these hotel deep dives helpful for your Disney planning, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and give this explainer a like. It really helps us figure out which hotels you want us to cover next. Okay, let's get back to it.
All right, next up, perks versus quirks. Every hotel has them, especially when you're trying to save some money. So let's lay out the good, the bad, and the just plain budget-friendly.
So let's break it down. In the perks column, you've got that wallet-friendly price, which is a big one. You also get a free breakfast and those awesome bunk beds we talked about. But on the quirks side, that breakfast is super basic. No hot food at all. We just saw that cleanliness can be iffy, and the amenities are pretty no frills. One person said the towels were definitely not oh so fluffy. Let's dig into that free breakfast for a second, because it's so important to manage your expectations here. You are getting fruit, yogurt, some pastries, and cereal. It's enough to grab something quick on your way out the door, but let's be super clear about what you're not getting. Any hot food. No eggs, no sausage, no bacon. It's a snack, not a full meal. And, you know, this quote from a guest just sums up the entire vibe of the Magnolia Tree Hotel perfectly. Good for the money. That's it. That's the whole review. It's not trying to be the Disneyland hotel. It's offering a place to sleep at a price that makes sense. So let's put it all together. We've seen the rooms. We've weighed the pros and cons. It's time for the final verdict. Let's figure out once and for all if the Magnolia Tree Hotel should be on your short list. Okay. This hotel is going to be a fantastic choice for you if you're on a really tight budget. If your plan is to be in the parks from open to close and you just need a clean, safe place to crash. And it's an especially great choice if you have kids who would go nuts for a bunk bed.
And hey, if you do decide this is the place, I've got a few pro tips for you. First, when you book, make sure you specifically request a room with a bunk bed. Second, plan for that simple breakfast. Maybe pack some protein bars, or plan to grab a real breakfast later. And third, and this is the most important, set your expectations. Remember, this is a budget motel, not a luxury resort.
And when we look at the final scores, the whole picture comes into focus. Value gets a 3.6 out of 5, which makes total sense. Cleanliness is at a 3.4, and rooms at a 3.2. These numbers all confirm the same thing. You're getting a decent value, but you're not getting a premium experience. It is what it is. So really, it all boils down to this one simple question, doesn't it? Is saving money and getting a free continental breakfast worth a stay that's good, but maybe not quite magical? That's the trade-off, and only you can decide if it's worth it for your trip. Thanks for joining us.